Hello and welcome back to Aubrey Books and Coffee. Please grab your favorite beverage of choice and join me as we break into Christmas. I'm so excited. Even if you don't celebrate the holidays this time of year, be it Hanukkah, Christmas, 1,000 others I'm not even thinking of, I'm so sorry. But even if you don't celebrate during the holiday season, there's just something magical about this time of year, right? At the very, very least, you know you're about to wrap up 2025 and that gets a hallelujah right there. And then we can bounce into another whole new year. And I am so excited about that. For this month, obviously, we're going to have a new game that we're going to be doing in just a minute. But also in the month of December, it's so much fun. I'm wrapping up the GoodReads finalists and all of the good things with the vlogs with that. And also in December, I get to do my 12 Days of Christmas giveaway. I love doing the 12 Days of Christmas giveaway. So be keeping your eyes peeled for that. Make sure you stay subscribed. Even if you don't want to watch the content, I'm not offended. Make sure you stay subscribed so you can be entering that drawing multiple times as time goes on. Christmas is just such a fun time for me. My family and I love this time of year. So without further ado, though, let's get started on the games. All right, a new month. Let's go. Let's see how many different prompts we're going to get. Got my 6-sided die. I'm excited. I love this time of year so much. Ooh, 3. I'll take that. We've got our little dice here. Our first prompt is a cookie. And the cookie says, ooh, a black and white cover. Okay. Well, all right, 3 rolls, not bad at all. I'm kind of excited about that because we have our full checklist again this month, like you saw, so it's gonna add up. So 3 rolls sounds great. The first roll gave us the prompt of a black and white cover. So for this one, I chose one that's a very new release, but I am so excited to get to, and that's Empire of the Dawn by J. Kristoff. This one, of course, is book 3 in the Empire of the Vampire series. I have loved book 1 and book 2. Both got 5 stars from me. This was the original, and this one was a special edition. So the third one I'm hoping I'll get for Christmas, and we'll see which one they end up buying, which version. But I'm so excited because we're continuing to follow Gabrielle de Leon. I don't want to give anything away about what happened in book 1, so I'm not gonna. Just suffice to say, it gives off very interview with a vampire feels, only instead of interviewing with a human, he's interviewing with, we'll just say, others. You'll have to read the books to find out yourself because there's also all kinds of other things thrown in there. Things like, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm blanking on this. The cup, the Holy Grail. So also talking about the Holy Grail and things like that. It's an incredible series. I cannot wait to get to book 3. Roll number 2. A coffee. And the coffee is... Get your scare on. I don't want to do horror. So roll 2, prompt 2, got us get your scary on, which how many times am I going to be haunted by this? October was torturous enough. Can we move on here? Like even doing the GoodReads vlogs, I kept rolling and getting the horror on the wheel. It's like, come on. So why not go ahead and end the year since October and November? Why not now December? Let's continue horror. So for this, I chose a NetGalley arc I was blessed with, and that's Dead Fake by Vincent Ralph. This one is following some kids that basically, you know how they have deep fake videos where they can make it look like based off your social media and voicemail and things like that. They take your voice, they take your likeness, and they can do these whole videos where it looks like you're shopping at Walmart, but you're not actually there. Things like that. So they call those deep fakes. Well, this dead fake is because these teenagers at this high school, there's like a QR code that they find. if they scan this code, someone, and they don't know who, will do their likeness getting murdered. And of course, as time goes on, some real murders are being sprinkled in. So I think this is just going to be an incredible ride. I'm really going to enjoy it. And I even was approved for the sequel to that one. I believe it's called Night Terror. I'll make sure it's here for you. And so I'm really excited because if I really love this, I'm going to enjoy being able to jump right into the second one and truly get my scary on. And the third and final prompt for this portion of the game is a peppermint. That's perfect for this time of year. Ooh, random number grab. I like that. And I love this. The third prompt got us the random number generator. So I spun the wheel. I got to number 59. And so I went over to GoodReads, and when I scrolled through GoodReads, number 59 was actually The Housemaid's Secret. I am so excited about this because I got to read The Housemaid just a couple months ago, and it was so good. I loved Millie. I loved the twists and turns that it took. So now in book 2 of that series, we're going to continue following Millie, only now she's cleaning for the Garricks. The only thing is she's never actually seen Mrs. Garrick, but every once in a while, she can hear her crying in another room. Well, Millie, in the middle of her cleaning one day, goes into a room that she's not been in before and discovers a secret that may require Millie to use some, we'll say, gifts and things that she did in the first book. So I am intrigued. I can't wait to read this and let you guys know at the end of the month. Now we're going to pull from the apothecary jar. Some of these have been in here so long, I have no idea what's even in here anymore. And it looks like I've actually read that. Perfect. Oh, hi, Rumble. You helping me pick? Let's see. I'm Not Dying With You Tonight by Kimberly Jones. Okay. What do you think about that, Rumble? Does that sound like a good one? So the apothecary jar had us drawing I'm Not Dying With You Tonight by Kimberly Jones. This sounded familiar, but I didn't want to sound like an idiot when I was filming, so I didn't say anything. But whenever I, was done filming, I looked it up on my phone. Sure enough, I have read this before and gave it a 4 stars. I thought it was a fantastic story. Highly recommend. But obviously that won't fulfill the prompt then if I've already read it. So I filmed myself going back into the apothecary jar, and I pulled out some familiar titles that I've already actually read before too. Finally got a new one, and that was Sherwood by Megan Spooner. This one, apparently in this world, Robin Hood has passed away and Marion has to step up because Lockwood really needs her help. So sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited. I've always loved the Robin Hood story. This should be good. Now I get to draw 2 from the new release jar. I'm hoping to get some good ones. We're towards the end of the year, Rumble. Did you have a preference? Did you want to pick? Okay. Did you pick this one? Was that it? And then what's the other one? You going to pick another one? Why don't you pick one for me? Going to pick one for me? That one. Okay. Thank you. And the one Rumble picked. Ooh, Wild Reverence by Rebecca Ross. That's perfect. I do want to read that one. Thank you, Rumble. And the other one was a new release, Brigands and Bread Knives. The next one in that Legends and Latte series. Oh my gosh. We got 2 good picks in the new release jar, thanks to Rumble Toes' help, of course. The first one was Wild Reverence by Rebecca Ross. I have been so excited about this one because it's a prequel in the Letters of Enchantment series. We really enjoyed books 1 and 2. Cannot wait to see what happened prequel era. In this, we're going to be following Matilda, who is the youngest goddess of her clan, and Vincent, who sees her in his dreams. And so, of course, he starts to write to her, and she actually gets these letters. And so they're kind of forming a friendship. So I think it's going to be really really cute, and it's going to give some of those same vibes from the original that we loved so, so much. The second one, of course, that we ended up drawing was Brigands and Bread Knives by Travis Baldree. This is book 3 in the Legends and Latte series. We're going to continue following Fern. I don't want to give away too much because it'll obviously spoil anything that happens in book 1 and 2, but I'm just expecting to get those same cozy vibes that I've gotten from the first 2, and I cannot wait to dive into these. Now for the book box jar. Got to get through those books that we get in the book boxes. 1 and 2. You weren't here. You don't get to pick. You left. And the first one is Beyond These Gilded Walls. Ooh, I think that was a Moonlight box. And then the second one is House of Bane and Blood. Ooh, I've heard great things about this one. Our beautiful book box books that need to be read and reviewed for you guys so they can become gifts for you guys are put into that jar. And so excitingly, I got to draw 2. The first one was Beyond Those Gilded Walls by Jessica S. Taylor. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous Moonlight box edition. I cannot wait. All I know about this is basically we're following Odessa, and she needs to save her family. And in order to do that, she has to break into the castle walls during a party the prince is throwing. And she's desperate to try to get to the bottom of some secrets. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen when the prince realizes that she's there. What's going to happen that she's going to be able to hopefully save her family. All the good things. I can't wait. And I mean, who doesn't love to crash a party? I'm just saying. The other one I'm really, really excited about and drew was House of Bane and Blood by Alexis L. Menard. I don't know a ton about this one. Again, gorgeous edition. This I saw over on Cassidy's channel first, quickly followed by Mel, and I think even Lexi read this and liked it. Basically, it's going to be a family who is, I think, in charge of railroads or something like that, if I'm remembering right. But basically, it's going to be following the main characters here that are trying to further their family's growth and established boundaries, if you will. But of course, some things are going to come in, war and stuff, that's going to muck it all up. So I think I got the premise right. I could be way off on that. But I am excited to read it because both of them absolutely loved it and continued the series. And it's made me want to read it really bad. And I'm glad I finally drew it. All right, time for Bookopoly roll. Ooh, we got a 3. Last time we left off here, 3 is 1, 2, and 3, which has us landing on the smallest book, if you can see that. So yay! It was a good roll for Bookopoly. That's all I'm saying. So for this one, we landed on the smallest book, which when I went into my GoodReads and looked, the smallest book that I've been wanting to read is, I'm forgetting the name. I wrote it down. Destroy Me. This is book 1.5 in the Shatter Me series by Tamira Mafi. We're continuing to follow Juliet and Warner. I don't want to say too much for what happened in book 1, but obviously this takes place immediately after Juliet, we'll say, got free. and it's right before book 2. So I need to get to this. It's a quick little novella, and I could sure use that this month when I've got a full list of books I need to get to. And I think it's going to be great diving back into that world. I just love Shrink My Shelf. Yay! So friendly reminder, all of these have to come off of my shelf. The first roll is a 5. And last time we left off here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, the TBR jar for 2025. The 25 I want to read in 2025. However, because last month I focused on it, I actually completed that challenge. So instead, I'm going to let that be, I think probably, what do you think? A series or a blank space? Which one should I do? I think I may go blank space. go. Ooh, book number 41. I just love Shrink Your Shelf, and I love this game, Lord of the Reads, that was created by Silvia. I'll make sure to have all her stuff here and down below linked so that you can go find her games easily enough. She's now on to the sequel, which is the Library of Two Towers or something like that, or the Two Libraries, something like that. Again, you'll find it below. But she's absolutely amazing and creative and has a lot of fun videos. Highly encourage you to go and discover for yourself. But I love to play her game. And so for that first roll, I landed on technically her board was 24 in 2024, which I said I would make 25 in 2025. However, here in December, I've already finished all the 25 books I need to read in 2025 for that. So instead, I decided to draw a tile. We got number 41. I went to my shelf because the rule is with this game, it's got to come off my shelf. And so when I went over to my shelves, number 41 was Enchantra by Kaylee Smith. I am so excited, you guys. This is the sequel to Phantasma, but we're following different characters. This time we're following Genevieve, whose grandmother dies, and she's left with a lot of unanswered questions. She ends up getting a mysterious invitation to go to Enchantra, which is a place that's kind of frozen in time in Italy, I guess. And when she tries to get in, though, Rowan, who is handsome but also rude and hostile, denies her entry. Well, she sneaks in and finds her own way in and then quickly discovers her mistake. Roll number 2 is a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, a nonfiction. Okay. How fun to land on nonfiction, because I'm also trying to make sure every single month I finish a nonfiction book. And so for this one, I chose Going There by Katie Couric. Funny enough, my husband actually was at a retreat that he was doing for work. And while he was there, they had Katie Couric as a guest speaker. And she was a journalist, in case you guys didn't know, for any of you who didn't know. And so he got a copy of the book knowing that I've seen her in the media and stuff, and I enjoy her. And not knowing this was like 500 plus pages. So it's going to be a bit of a chunker, but I'm excited to learn more, see who Katie Couric really is, not just what we see on TV. And yeah, I'm betting it's going to be a really interesting read. And our last roll is a 2. 1, 2. Ooh, I get to do some manga. This has been a fun one. And the third and final roll had us landing on manga, which these 3 could not have been more different. So how fun is that? I love that. So for this one, sadly, I don't have any manga on my shelves, and I didn't want, again, I'm not trying to buy them. I'm trying to actually get my shelves emptied. So in the spirit of that, I decided to go with a graphic novel instead. So it's not exactly a manga. I finished all of my manga during Halloween season. But for this one, then I chose Lore Olympus Volume 8 by Rachel Smythe. I am so excited. I love Persephone and Hades and their relationship. And I cannot wait to dive into this latest installment to see what's going on. And the artwork is just so gorgeous. I want to show you the artwork so bad again, but now that we're getting to the later ones, I'm worried it'll ruin some things. But suffice to say, the artwork also is gorgeous, and it is so, so fun. So for a second time this month, I got to do the number generator wheel, and I spun it. And this time I ended up getting 66. When I went down my GoodReads, guess what was number 66? I'm excited to say it was Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. I'm excited because I've seen so many people talk about this and how much they were surprised by it, how much they loved it. My husband and I have been talking about reading this together for a long time and haven't picked it up. And now there's going to be a major motion picture with Ryan Gosling. I need to finish this before the movie comes out so I can see if it's something I want to go see or not. And I'll let you know at the end of the month what I thought, but I've got high expectations for this one. So I'm blessed to be on Stasia Stark's Street team. I actually get to see her in person in January. I cannot wait. You betcha you'll be hearing all about that and seeing some video coverage of that when it happens. Yay! But anyway, I am trying to read through her backlist because I want to read as much as possible. I finished the Kingdom of Lies series this year, and now it's time to move on to something new. So for this one, I went through GoodReads and I saw Speak of the Demon, and it sounded very interesting to me. So that's the one I'm going to be reading next. In this, we're following Danica, who hunts down demons. She's a bounty hunter. She's always promised her mother that she would never work with any high demons. However, a high demon named Samael comes up to her and hires her because there's somebody going around hunting his demons specifically, and he needs to get to the bottom of it, and he needs her services for that. I have a feeling there's going to be a bit of an attraction there as well. So I'm excited to step into another universe of Stasia Starks. I spun the wheel for backlist authors, blah, blah, and ended up landing on Catherine Center, which is a lot of fun because I have really enjoyed several books by this author. In this one that I chose, The Bodyguard, we are going to be following Hannah, who is the bodyguard and can kill people with like a napkin if she needs to. She's currently bodyguarding a superstar actor named Jack, who has a stalker. This sounds very similar to The Bodyguard that had Whitney Houston in it, so I don't know, but obviously role reversals. So I'm excited. It's going to be cute. It's going to be quirky. It's going to have humor like Catherine Center does, and I can't wait. There are so many series I am trying desperately to get through. That's why I literally have a whole vlog on it, and I am slowly but surely squeaking through. I'm excited to report in the next series vlog that you guys see. You will note that I actually started, or I'm actually lower than what I started at the beginning of the year. As long as that happens every year, we'll count it as a win. But for this one, the series I am dying to continue, of course, is going to be The Gate of the Feral Gods by Matt Denneman. We love Carl and Princess Donut. Love them. There's also other characters I can't talk about because it reveals things that happen in previous books. But all I know about this one, because I don't want to know too much, is that this is book 4 in the series. And in case you didn't know, they actually show you what number it is here. The clear skulls is the number you're on. So I'm on 4. He does that for the spines of all the books, and it's absolutely adorable. But I am just absolutely loving this. Each stage of the dungeon is hilarious. Each bad guy they run into is hilarious. Each time Princess Donut is shown to be a better and more powerful character than the human Carl is hilarious. I have such a good time with this series, and I'm now seeing it everywhere, which is also wonderful and encouraging because I can't tell you guys enough. You need to get into this series if you haven't. It's absolutely phenomenal. The 2 book clubs I am participating in this month are technically going to share a book. I know, I never do this. However, sometimes your girl just needs a little bit of a break at the end of the year. So for this, I wanted for my book club, the ABC Book Club, which you're always welcome to join. It's free. It's over there on Discord. Please come join, have a good time. But basically, I just set in there for us to choose a Christmas kind of themed or holiday themed book, or even winter themed. If you don't want to celebrate any kind of holiday stuff, that's totally fine. And for this one, I chose the book that I'm going to be reading actually for the Happily Ever After book club. That's a part of my local library, and that's Love Light Farms. I am really excited about this. It sounds really, really cute. We're going to be following Stella, who owns a Christmas tree farm, and she needs to save it. So she enlists the help of her best friend, Luca, to try to do a fake dating trope kind of situation in order to use social media to save this farm. And of course, you know, real feelings are going to develop because that's what happens in these books. And so this just sounds really adorable, and I think I'm going to have a really good time with it. And you know I like to give you guys the top 3 new releases I am most excited that are coming out for the month. So on December the 9th, we're getting Tailored Realities by Brandon Sanderson. You know I love me a Brandon Sanderson. Normally I don't like short stories that much, but it's Brandon Sanderson. And so in this instance, for this book, we're going to have a collection of short stories that are set in this kind of fantasy world that he has all over the place. Everything from like Stormlight Archive to Mistborn to even Skyward has a novella in here. So of course I need to pick that up. Then on December 30th, We Who Will Die by Stasia Stark. I read this as an ARC and listened to it, and I am here to tell you guys, if I did have stars, it would be 4.5. The only reason it didn't get that full 5-star is because I'm hesitantly waiting to see where it goes, because I completely loved the Kingdom of Lies series, book 1. The others were just kind of fluff for me and kept getting less and less quality for me. Like the writing style was exquisite, but I wanted more of the story, less fluff. So I'm hesitant to fall completely madly in love with this series, but it is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. We're talking magic and gladiator, and I can't even, like, it is so fantastic. And I highly encourage you guys to go out and pick this up as well. Then also on December 30th, we're going to be getting an Arcane Inheritance by Camellia Cole. This I actually got as a NetGalley ARC. Haven't started it yet, but I'm about to, so I can tell you guys more at the end of the month. But in this, we're going to be following Eloy, E-L-L-O-Y, Eloy. Basically, she wants to prove that she belongs at Warren University, which is an Ivy League college. It's got ties to secret societies and the occult and things like that. But she wants to be there. She's always wanted to be there. So she proves herself. And as she's settling in her freshman year, she starts going to places on campus for the supposed first time. But it's feeling strangely familiar, and her memories start feeling like they're being magically messed with. So she has to enlist the help of a very moody student named Hudson, who to hopefully get to the bottom of this to find out what's happening before she loses all of her memories. I think that sounds absolutely amazing. We got academia. It's cold out. I think it's the perfect time for something like this as well. Thank you all again for being here. Let me know down below if you've read any of these, if there's any you're also really excited that are coming out that I didn't mention. And yeah, have yourselves a very happy holiday, or at least peaceful end of the year. Can't wait to see you in January for the new year. Thanks for being here. Please like, subscribe, send your friends, and I'll see you guys next time.